While the organisers of this year's Oscars might be feeling a bit red-faced after what happened, they aren't the only ones to have messed up. In 1964, Sammy Davis Jr. was handed the wrong envelope when presenting the Oscar for Best Music Score during the 36th Academy Awards. Take a look.
Oh, they gave me the wrong envelope? Wait till the NAACP hears about this.
TRT World's editor-at-large Craig Capitas joins me now in the showcase sofa to talk more about the politics of the night. Thanks for joining us, Craig. So, Jimmy Kimmel, I mean, his fodder for the night was Trump. But you say this is not the first time this has happened.
No, the critics are saying that this was the most politically drenched night in the history of Hollywood. And it showed that the Hollywood elite are out of touch. Well, not true. If you go back to 1947, October of that year, Lauren Bacall, Humphrey Bogart, and a flock of other big-name stars, Gene Kelly, Judy Garland, got on board a plane and they went to Washington to protest the House on Un-American Activities Committee, which at the time was either arresting, putting into exile, and blacklisting many Hollywood film stars and writers and production people because they believed they were part of members of the Communist Party, which in most cases they weren't, and it didn't even matter if they were, because they weren't breaking any laws. There have been movies done on this, most recently Trumbo, and this was a really, really big deal. And what we saw last night is the arts community fighting back, but they're not really facing anything yet as horrible as what happened back in the 40s and early 50s under the kind of rabid senator from Wisconsin, McCarthy.
And I mean, it's, you know, I mean, I think we've seen a lot of this politics. We've been covering award season now for the last couple of months. Every speech, you know, has had, you know, it's been in the speeches, the political comments, but this was the first time that it was threaded throughout from the host. I mean, it was orchestrated. I mean, he live tweeted Donald
Absolutely.
Trump.
Different times, you're right. But you know what this was missing? I mean, if you look, showcase, we're talking about Hollywood, old Hollywood. You had Bogart, who had just gotten off Casablanca, who was American tough morality, you know, morality, but tough, who went to Washington, who stood up, who, I don't want to even compare him to the Jimmy Kimmel of his time because it would be a disgrace to Bogart's memory. But Bogart and Bacall and all of these other big stars essentially did the same thing that Jimmy Kimmel did last night. And it was much more powerful, particularly because the film Casablanca showed what the American morality was made of. And that's what's lacking right now. The closest we can get is a joke from Jimmy Kimmel about Meryl Streep's dress, whether it's an Ivanka or not. I think it's making too light of the situation. I don't think Gene Kelly would have said that. I'm sure Bogey wouldn't have said that. And you can be damn sure that Bacall would not have said something like that. There is a toughness that is kind of lacking now, that they're making jokes out of it instead of trying to change the situation. But then again, you know, Trump has not yet started any type of Hollywood blacklisting. But it certainly seems it might be going in that direction.
Thank you. That's really insightful. Thanks for joining us, Craig.